Hello, everybody. Season's greetings, I guess, because it's kind of that weird limbo in between two holidays. Matt the Game Boy here. As you can see, the games room's coming along a little bit. We got SPs over by here. We got regular Game Boys over this way somewhere. And we got a load of mess down here that we're not going to talk about. Because I put out shelves because it's been Christmas and I've been enjoying myself. First off, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who watched the Grinch video. That's kind of why this isn't a Christmas video, even though this jumper is slightly festive. I thought, well, I've kind of serviced the people who celebrate Christmas, so maybe I should just put out a New Year thing that kind of covers everyone. And so this is me doing that. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of say thank you to everyone who's been watching the videos recently, and especially to new subscribers who haven't. And definitely a lot of big thank yous to old subscribers, because you guys are the reason this channel's still going. I mean, obviously, I enjoy doing these videos still. I have done for a long time, otherwise I would have stopped. But it's kind of a strange thing that people are still watching them and that people are getting into them, and I find myself putting more and more work into them to make them better, and that's, I think, all thanks to you people. That was a train. And I just want to say thanks, I guess. For new subscribers especially, this is also a video to say, hey, I do a thing called Japanuary for all of January, where I look at Japanese games. Because I have been noticing people in the comments going like, hey, are you going to cover anything Japanese? Because it's kind of what I was doing in between regular British and European and US releases. I was slotting in a Japanese game or two. So I do have quite a back catalogue of Japanese games, especially for the DMG, more so than the colour, but I don't think a lot of people are going to mind that. I'm probably going to cover Tower of Duraga because I've wanted to cover this game for an awful long bloody time. It's really good, but it's really hard, so I'm probably going to have to start literally as I finish recording this if I hope to put it out by next Friday. But the rest of the games, I was kind of hoping that I would leave up to you guys. I mean, I've got Petra Dragon, I've got Wraith Thunder, I've got Pre, I've got Masakarai Densetsu, which is an action game. I've got Yankin Man. Oh, I've got like Tyson Shabadabadoo Marlow. I've forgotten the name of it. And I've got Poyokan, which is a platformer. And for the Game Boy Color stuff, if anyone's really interested, I could also cover some things like the Japanese version of Donkey Kong Land, which is Game Boy Color exclusive. I've got Moomin's Tale, the Japanese version, as well as the European one, because some of you might know, the European one kind of takes out a lot of the charm and makes it a bit of a janky platformer, to be honest, which is not very nice. And I got Sylvanian Family's rhythm game, because even though I'm not good at rhythm games, I bought it on as a joke because the missus really likes Sylvanian Families while we were in Japan. And alas, it turned out to be an actually pretty good game, so I'd like to show you that. I've got other stuff, so if you want to see like Crayon Shin-Chan 1 through 5, I've covered 4 obviously way back when, but any of the others I can do that. Got loads of other stuff with Ultraman and things kicking around, but I probably wouldn't cover Zaz. I do have that, but I'm kind of thinking of doing a shooter-themed month later in the year, so maybe I'll save it for that. Also, I kind of want to get Super Famicom and a Game Boy Player, because even though I'm covering it at the moment through a Game Boy Player for the GameCube, there's a lot of technical stuff that game does that really takes advantage of the refresh rate on the Game Boy, and so I would like to do it through a Game Boy Player to kind of highlight that a little bit better, and then maybe a lot of you can see what the fuss is about, because I know it's a very expensive game, and some folks go, oh yeah, but you know, it's alright, shmup, and that I'll agree with you with, but technically it's super impressive. Other than that news, I actually have a bit of spare time in 2019. So I was thinking, well, if anyone out there who is a YouTuber wants to do a bit of a collaboration, then maybe I've got some time for that as well. I did something with On the Stick and his Gargoyles Quest video a couple of months back. That was just doing some voiceover work, but, you know, that was kind of fun. And I thought, well, now is the time to do this while I'm not super busy. So if anyone's interested, let me know. That email address attached to the YouTube channel now works. It didn't for a long time, so apologies to anyone I missed out on their reaching out to collaborate, because I didn't honestly check it. I kind of forgot it existed, but never mind. Other than that, Oh yeah, speaking of which, Lloyd from Get Banned, I'm calling you out. We need to do that video that we've been thinking of doing for ages. Now that I've got this camera as well, it's not the best. I will probably replace it at some point. I'm a bit disappointed with it. It's a Logitech C900. But I will hopefully be doing some things with my face in them because people seem to like that, surprisingly. And yeah, I've got a load of other stuff I had planned as well. I've got the website. I've got the YouTube channel. God, I sound old. I got the YouTube channel for Alta Boyo, which is something I started ages ago. There's only really a failed Dragon Quest stream on there for Dragon Quest builders, but I maybe use that for some things like me drinking Fanta or whatever. But if I do, I'll post it up. That being said, I will be trying to skew my videos more towards DMG stuff, I think, for the foreseeable future, not just because I don't know, not a lot of people seem to like the Game Boy Color things. I know a lot of people are watching it, and I thank you for those, but it's just I put out that Contra video, and I put out 2 Halloween videos before it, and no one really seemed to watch them. And while I do want to cover a lot of this European exclusive stuff, because I think no one else is going to cover it, maybe it'll take a back burner for a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I'll focus on some of the big hitters for the Game Boy Color and get those out of the way, and then start seeping into obscurity once people have realised, hey, the Game Boy Color is actually a good console. So if there's stuff you want me to see for either console, then please let me know, and I will do my best to cover that. That said, I don't really think there's any more from me. Japanuary is going to come up. Let me know about that in the comments down below. If you want to see Game Boy Color stuff or regular DMG stuff, let me know about that too. And yeah, until I post that video next Friday, I guess Game Boys and Goes. I just want to say again, thank you all for watching. Thank you for sharing this around to people you think that may be interested. And yeah, I hope you have a great 2019. I'm hoping it's going to be less busy than 2018 was, and that I can do a lot more videos. But let's see how that goes. Oh yeah, actually, something that was brought to my attention the other day. If you're not getting some of these videos in your feed, you need to go back onto the Game Boy page, and there's a little bell next to the subscribe button now. I don't know why. You need to click that, and then you will get everything pop up in your feed. Otherwise, you will just get occasional videos. Anyways, great 2019, everybody. Thank you so much. And until Japanuary strikes us, I will tell you all, as always, to game on. See you, folks. Bye.